Shields up, Ironbreakers. Rurikhan here coming at you with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Stellar Blade's censorship. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I did receive a review copy of this game so that I could check it out and have a review ready on release so that you could figure out whether or not this is a game that you're interested in playing. However, as I was playing the game ahead of release and after release, one of the things that I've noticed is that a majority of the online discourse surrounding this game is more about whether or not the main character, Eve, is maybe too sexualized or not sexualized enough, because fundamentally people want to use this video game as a battleground for this culture war that keeps happening around video games, and quite frankly I find that to be a little bit boring at this point. To give you guys an idea, because I did mention this in my review, I felt like there were a lot of people that really wanted the game to tank for whatever ungodly reason, and I've even been called out in my review and people telling me like, oh Rurikhan, you're manufacturing this outrage. It's like, no, listen. This article was released where there's just this person saying that Eve is not attractive, and that she is not an interesting character, and that she's bad, and like all of these things basically taking a dump all over the character. And I'm like, okay, so you're either breaking embargo or you have no idea what you're talking about, because there's no way you're allowed to talk about, the game from a story perspective if you're playing the actual finished game on the 17th of April. But, whatever. People keep telling me that I'm crazy. Then we have another article here from Kotaku's Elisa Mercante just taking a dump all over the game and basically pitching the people that like Stellar Blade against Hades 2, and now Hades 2 is getting backlash from the fans of Stellar Blade, which is an absolutely disgusting tactic, by the way, but whatever, you do you, because fundamentally I'm a big fan of Supergiant Games. I really like their output of video games, and I think it really sucks that basically you have these journalists pitching two fan bases against one another in this manner, but do whatever you want. Then you have this dude over here, which was actually after the embargo release, where he says that Stellar Blade puts even some incredibly stupid sexy outfits that hurt the game's story, almost implying that the game kind of forces these outfits on you, when the reality is that the game doesn't do that at all. You can choose whether or not you craft and which outfits you craft for Eve. But, this has kind of like been the talking point of Stellar Blade. But let's get specifically into the censorship allegations, because this is something that started popping up on my live stream, because I was just like, bro, I just want to play the game. I'm playing the game, live streaming the game. We're all having a fantastic time. And then people start jumping in, telling me about, oh man, you've seen the censorship. This game is garbage because of the censorship. Oh, it's so bad. And I was like, what the hell are you guys even talking about? Because interestingly enough, the version of the game that I got already came censored. And this is something that you can find if you look up online and whatnot. The version that I got already had this thing on this suit, because this is a suit that's being censored. As a matter of fact, this screenshot that I had right here, this is altered in Photoshop because the suits are darker before you actually unlock them, and I hadn't unlocked the suit. This is gameplay footage from the review version of the game, which I believe is 1.001.0 or something like that. You can find all of this stuff online if you're really that curious, or if you don't trust me, feel free to fact check literally everything that I'm saying, because that's perfectly fine. But anyway, as I was saying, this was a screenie that I grabbed off of gameplay footage that I had, because I recorded most of my gameplay through Stellar Blade. And this was when I unlocked the ability to craft this costume, but I didn't craft the costume itself. And as you can see here, and this was before the patch that removes the hard R thing from the game and whatnot, as you can see, we already have like the little piece of lace here, as well as the added things that cover a little bit more of the groin area. So yeah, this was what was in the review, the digital version of the review of the game, right? And then we have here what apparently is on disc day one. So like the physical version of the game, the one that they go gold with, is version 1.0. And in that version, this outfit looks like this. In the new version, the outfit looks like this. Now, one of the things that I would like to call to your attention is I have a video here. This is of the current version of the game. This is the outfit that people are talking about. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a look at that specific outfit, right? Because a lot of people are saying that, this is censorship. And I'm not saying it's not, mind you. I don't know if it's censorship or if it's if it's a design decision that the developers have made. And fundamentally, the reality is nobody is ever going to know, which kind of sucks. It'd be good to know if it was a design decision or if it was actually censorship. Now, the reason why I'm kind of like, hesitant to just say, oh, blatant censorship is because if you look at this outfit, right, you have the thing that they added here, because if we look at the other image that we have, which is this one, let me actually zoom in here. Oh, you can't zoom in. Okay, whatever. But you guys can see there's obviously big cleavage and whatnot. And if we look at this version, there's this thing here covering the cleavage. Now, the reason why I'm wondering, is this a design decision or is this censorship, is because if you're going to censor that, and then you're just going to let this chunky side boob, not to mention that if you actually roll this all the way, you can pretty much see into the dress from certain angles. Her arms are kind of like in the way or whatnot, but like you can pretty much see into the dress, like right where the boob is, right? Like right there. Massive amounts of side boob. You still have like, full on ass on display, all of that stuff. Even though, yes, you're right, it is less revealing, particularly this little thing here, which is a little bit different fabric, and the cleavage over there gets a little bit of a nerf. All right. Now, whether or not this is censored, the reason why I question if it is censored is because you still have outfits like this, where you can see all that cleavage. It's all there. Now, I don't have this outfit unlocked yet. Otherwise, I would show it to you guys in video form so that you could see it in more detail. But this outfit is out there. It's on the internet. Like, people have been making all types of videos for her outfits. You also have that cleavage in here, when this is actually one of the outfits that I crafted when I did my first playthrough. And yeah, you can see the whole shebang, the whole cleavage, all of the stuff that is nerfed in here, you can see in these other outfits. Not only that, but if we actually go a little bit further in this video, there's a suit that is still, this is not the one, this also shows a little bit more cleavage. This is the Oracle Explorer suit, which is actually a suit that I really like. And here's the other interesting thing about the Oracle Explorer, right? The Oracle Explorer shows the parts of the body that the other one hides, right? So like, if you notice here, these are the parts that get kind of like nerfed in this outfit. And in the Oracle, they're exposed. You see what I mean? In this outfit, they're exposed. In this outfit, they're covered. So it's like, to me, if you're censoring something, the idea is like, oh, we don't want to reveal these parts of the female anatomy in this character. But then you have other outfits that have the exact same thing. And then you have this other outfit, which is the skin suit, which is like, boom, it's all there. Now, these are the reasons, all of these other outfits that we have, as well as the, specifically this one right here, which is, I forget the name of this one, the Blue Monsoon, I think is the name of this one. But like, when you have all of these other outfits that are not censored, that is the thing that causes me to question, is this censorship or is this a design decision? Because you have more revealing outfits in the game available right now in the current build of the game. So unless they have a plan in future patches to go in and censor these ones as well and make them less revealing than what they are now, if they do that, then I'd be like, okay, you're right, it was censorship because now they're covering the rest of the outfits. But if the other outfits are not covered, and the thing that is being hidden over here is visible in a different outfit, I just don't see what the point is. Not to mention again, the skin suit. Now, I want to make one thing perfectly clear here. I'm not saying that it is not censorship. I'm not saying that it is censorship. I'm saying I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but I want people to be aware of everything before they start screaming censorship to the rooftops. I want you to be aware that these outfits are there and they are uncensored. If you still believe that the bunny outfit was censored, that is your prerogative, but I want you to be aware of everything that is in the game. Now, there's a couple of more outfits that people have pointed out. Why is this? Oh, these are different images. Okay. There's a couple of other outfits that people have pointed out. One of them is the cybernetic outfit, which apparently, I don't know if this was trailer footage or if this is gameplay footage, because this is all like collated into one big image file. But like, as you can see here, there's like windows for the boobs, and in here, it's like you can see the whole thing. And apparently this red and white suit is supposed to be this one in the trailers. I don't know. There's a lot of suits that I haven't unlocked yet. I have finished the game, but there's a lot of stuff that is hidden behind side quests and whatnot, and I still haven't done all of the side quests. I'm working through those right now. But apparently there was also changes made to this one. You can see that I'm assuming that this is version 1.0 on disc, and then in the other version, this part of the boobs is covered up. I don't know. Like I said, when you have something like the Blue Monsoon that is shown here that shows all of this cleavage, I don't know. So there's people that are saying it's censorship. I'm willing to leave a little bit of benefit of the doubt, because, you know, you get to a point where it's like, what if the developers meant to make this change? I don't know. Because if you're changing all of this, you'd expect them to also change these, is what I'm saying. Whether or not that's the case, don't know. Now, beyond that, there was also an interview. I had ChatGPT translate the interview here. And one of the things that is mentioned in the interview that is relevant for this is the interviewer asked, there are still many issues to be addressed. Recently, the issue of costume censorship has been raised among users. It was noted that the costumes received by users who received the CD package differed from those of users who checked the patch version. So what they're saying is digital version of the game was different from people who bought the physical version of the game. Some costumes were found to have been added and modified, which caused dissatisfaction among users. Did a mosquito just bit me in the nose? Son of a... CEO Kim stated, I consider this the result of the day one patch. We couldn't prevent cases where users did not connect to the network. It is true that the costume version included in the package is the one before the final version delivered to users. Not everything that is explicit is necessarily good. In some situations, there are aspects that need to be modified to produce the final product, resulting in a decrease or emphasis on eroticism. It is all intentional. This patch version is the final product we want to show. So basically, this is him saying, this is what we wanted users to get. This is our design vision. But naturally, a lot of you are going to think, well, of course he's going to say that because Sony has the rights to publishing and therefore they need to appease Sony. How much of that is part of, Shift Up's intention? How much of it is up to Sony? I don't know. Like I said, to me, the point still stands that like there are outfits that reveal way more than some of the ones that were nerfed, and those are still in the game. If those outfits get changed, then I'd be like, all right, this is definitely censorship at this point. If those outfits don't get changed, then I don't know. It seems like it could have been a design decision. I don't know. It just seems like it's very inconsistent to just say, oh no, this is 100% censorship. But I'm not saying that it isn't either. I'm saying I don't know. Now, another thing that was brought to my attention was also the gore aspect, because somebody also jumped into my stream, started saying like, oh my God, they removed gore from the game. And I asked people, what are these people talking about? Because I never saw gore removed. And this user here, Valkyrie, sent me a picture which says before patch, after patch. And as you can see right here, Eve is positively caked in blood. And in here, she doesn't have nearly as much. Now, one of the things that I thought interesting is that I never noticed this, but this is because I didn't play with the skin suit. Playing with the skin suit means that you don't have shields. So it's fundamentally a challenge mode run. And I was like, bro, I just want to chill and enjoy the game. So this was my experience on the demo, on the review version of the game, and after they did the hard R patch that everybody is talking about. And as you can see, there's not really that much difference in the amount of blood that she gets. And so I was like, okay. And the interesting thing about this is that if you go onto this thread, you can actually see all of these things on video, because I have video footage of all of them for the different versions on different videos on my channel. So these even include timestamps. So you can actually, verify for yourself all of these things that I posted here. And I was like, look, this is what I found. It is what it is. But then I was like, okay, obviously here you can see they're using the skin suit. So I should go ahead and I need to boot up the demo. I need to play through the whole thing again. And then this morning, that is what I did. I went back to the demo, installed the demo, played the whole thing with Skin Suit, and the result was this. As a matter of fact, I can actually show you guys on video. This was my video right here. And as you can see, this is for the Stellar Blade demo. I even booted it back up to the, whatchamacallit, the XMB, whatever, the PlayStation UI. And I was like, so that you guys could see, I'm playing the demo. This is Stellar blah, 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 demo, boom. And then in the demo, I also showed, you know, we got the Skin Suit going. I went to the settings, you know, our normal difficulty, and I'm in graphics mode balance. I just wanted to make sure that I had all of the settings up so that people could see. And then we went ahead and we killed his ass. And I'm going to go frame by frame when we get to the actual kill spot so that you guys can see. Boom. And as you can see, she's already caked in blood. The moment you stab him with the blade, she's caked in blood. Now if we move frame by frame, you can see she's still caked in blood all over. And the frame that everybody's been sharing is this one. And as you can see in this frame, she's absolutely covered in blood. This was recorded this morning on the demo. So yes, the demo has this only for the Skin Suit. None of the other outfits, well, other outfits, there's only one other outfit in the demo, obviously, but none of the other outfits have this. Now, on the final version of the game, because I didn't kill this boss with the Skin Suit, I killed the boss with the regular suit, but Miss Watts was playing yesterday, and she had the Skin Suit on, and this is from the patched version of the game, and as you can see, there's less blood. You can see here, the blood, here, less blood. Now, did they nerf the gore of the game? For starters, the only real screenshot that we have with this is in the demo, so there's literally one boss where this happened, which was in the demo, and only if you had the Skin Suit on. If you had regular suits, it doesn't happen. So my thought process here goes, this seems like a way for them to reward the players for skillful play. And it's like, hey, if you're good at the game, you get to see Eve caked in blood. But then maybe somebody came in and said, hey, but if we do that, players just going to be playing with the Skin Suit, and we're putting like, how many suits are in the game now? With the New Game Plus stuff, it's like 60 suits or something like that. We're making 60 different outfits for Eve, and then we're like, you know, pushing players to run around with the naked suit that we don't even want them to use. That could have been a thing. Or it could have just been they decided, hey, you know what? Screw all this. We don't want the gore stuff on Eve. Or, hey, actually, this is too violent. We don't want it. We're censoring it. I don't know what it is. But what I know is that it was really confusing for me because I was like, bro, what is going on? I don't see this anywhere. So I want to make sure that people understand what is happening, what is the situation. This is something that happens in the demo. If you use the Skin Suit, it doesn't happen anywhere else in the game as far as I'm aware. Was that a design decision? Was that censorship? I don't know. And unless somebody leaks the information out, we're never going to really know. All we have is speculation on both sides. But the reality of it all is, the game is friggin' awesome. With blood or without it. And you still have the blood on the enemies. Like, look, still there. Still squirting out blood like a friggin' sprinkler. But you know, if this turns you off, if you're like, no, I want her caked in blood, and if she's not caked in blood, I don't want it, then you have to, you know, wait for a potential PC version, and maybe they'll bring this stuff back. But until then, this is what we got. Anyways, I just wanted to give you guys the facts, and you make up your own damn minds as to whether you think it's censorship or not. I think, from the things that we've seen here, I believe that these are more design decisions, particularly because you still have the Skin Suit in there. You still have all of these other revealing outfits in there. But, you know, feel free to disagree. It is what it is. I'll see you guys on the next one. Stay strong. Stay safe. Peace out.